Hey guys, it's Thursday again, best day of the week. The topic this week is your favorite books, and so I guess I picked out a couple books that are my favorites, and it's really good. First book, I think you guys kind of saw this coming, is Harry Potter. I do love Harry Potter. It's kind of just whether or not a book is my favorite for me depends on how many times I can read it and still be interested. And I love that. I mean, I started reading Harry Potter pretty much when I learned how to read, and I'm reading them to this day, so that's kind of cool that no matter how much I think I know about it, I can still go back and discover something new. And it's just, I guess I like it because it's kind of gone beyond being a book for me. There's like a whole community surrounding it. I mean, there's 8 movies. There's no person in like the modern world who hasn't heard of Harry Potter, and these books are kind of just like my babies. I'm kind of going to shit though. They're like taped up just from how many times I've read them and stuff. They're like my babies if I was a really bad mother. Just, I don't want to be that creepy person who's obsessed, but I kind of am. Like, one time I got in an argument with my mom, and the worst thing she could think of to tell me, like in retaliation, was she ended up saying, like, "You're never going to Hogwarts, Michelle." And I was deeply offended. Rude. Come on. My mother. Be nice to me. I can pretend if I want to. But yeah, so that's Harry Potter. That's a big one for me. I probably will be still loving it 50 years down the road. I'll be like an old woman and I'll be passing them along to my grandchildren. So I guess it's safe to say Harry Potter is a favorite of mine. Another is by an author that I really got into like a year ago, Jose Saramago, and his best known book would be The Blindness, I think, is the one most people have heard of. But this one I like. It's called Death with Interruptions. And it's in the book Death is a character, and she for a day she makes it so that no one can die. She stops killing people for a day, and I don't want to give much away, but it's like it kind of looks at how the deconstructed the world becomes once death doesn't exist anymore. People are like smuggling their family members across borders just to have them able to die. And then later on in the book, Death falls in love with a man, and it's just an interesting read, mostly because I really like his writing style. He doesn't really use any punctuation. Like, it's just kind of like a stream of consciousness. Like, you can see there's just no, it's just sentences. There's no paragraphs. He doesn't use quotations. It's kind of difficult to get into, but I like it. It's a good book. It's an interesting style of writing. I don't like translated books though. I feel like there's kind of a lot that gets lost, but I enjoyed that one. And another book that I read a lot of times for some reason is World War Z, which is about it's an oral history of the zombie apocalypse, and I'm not like really into that kind of stuff, but this book really kind of I really just love the way it was written. It's if you haven't read it, it's like a series of interviews about take place after the zombie kind of apocalypse, the war, and it's like it's not as it wasn't really how I expected it to be, so that's why I kind of liked it. It's not really gory, but like kind of subtly scary and surprisingly kind of like political. So it's a good one. I have a lot of favorite books. I mean, I think they're pretty well read, but there's none that really strike me as my favorites, I guess. There's a lot of books that I go back to. I mean, I have a lot of Chuck Palahniuk books that I like. I'm just really not so good at articulating my thoughts about books for some reason. Oh, I recently read Submarine. which was it was a really, oh, Submarine. That was a good book. I think it'll probably be one of my favorites. I'll probably go back to it. But it was kind of just a cute read that I picked up because of the soundtrack, which was done by Alex Turner. And because it looks like so cute. I am a firm believer actually in judging a book by its cover. I think I've discovered a lot of books that I otherwise wouldn't have if it weren't for the cover being nice. I like aesthetically pleasing book covers, I guess. So I guess that's my favorite books. This was a pretty bad video, sorry. I'm not good at talking about books. But anyway, until next Thursday, I guess.